I mention it now because it was Britain that said, it's actually Winston Churchill, he was fed up, everyone coming to him saying things like, oh, you're a bit confusing, names help, that was the idea of it. Now, the Stuart tank started life in the late 1930s, first power was only a 37mm gun, which they realised relatively quickly wasn't powerful enough. So with this M24 Chaffee, when they're making Cadillac, they're asked to design a kind of upgraded reconnaissance tank, they put that gun on, and that's actually a pretty big gun. It's 75mm. It was originally designed to actually go on, of all things, a picture bomber, the B-25 bomber. It was going to be used for firing at ground targets, and it's got a very clever recoil system put in place, so it doesn't take the whole aeroplane apart. And so we made armoured vehicles like the Saladin after World War II with a Punch 76 gun on it, or you can do it by stealth. And on the whole, if you met the enemy, then you need to get out of the way. It's really for the tanks, airplanes and the artillery. The Germans were using, what the Americans were using towards the end of the war was some of their Sherman variants. The Americans were very keen to try and keep the Sherman conducted without getting distracted. It's a lot of, they saw it had happened with the Germans, lots of experimental versions, lots of wasted time and money. After the war, not during the war, but just so. And yet this was the answer. Before the Tuesday landing, they realised they might be going up against German fortifications, not on D-Day, but the West Wall, that would have more protection. And so this tank, they did some tests, they drove a normal Sherman around with about 30,000 pounds worth of extra weight on it, to actually see if they could add more armour. Turned up on the battlefield. We've got out there a Jagdpanther coming on. That's from the Weald Foundation, the J2, the Jagdpanther. And we've got our Shermans there, one with a 76mm gun firing off. We've got a 75mm gun Sherman as well. All in a bit of a belly, having a go. Only about 400. The Germans at the end of the war quite simply were running out of pace. We all thought they were very clever with their camouflage. Nothing to do with cleverness, it was because we were bombing their factories. So effectively, what you're looking at there is something that's called the third sheet, only a third of the normal amount of pace. Elephant tank as well. This is the gun that people have been particularly wanted on this tank because he saw the devastating firepower it had. But as I mentioned, the downside of that is they've only done their production 413 of these 1,300 Tigers. Look at that compared to, you're looking at 39,000 Sherman tanks you've got there. So tank for tank, yes, they might not be a match, but of course in World War II scenarios, what we're seeing here is a pretty fair representation in the sense there were a lot more Shermans to be able to take on those rarer German tanks when they were on the battlefield, if they could get them going. And again, the Battle of the Bulge, famous example there, where they have assembled what's left of their German armoured force, they put it together, but quite frankly, it runs out of petrol. It fails to catch the petrol stops, it can't resupply itself to the Allied air power, and most of the German tanks at the Battle of the Bulge, they're knocked out, not by tanks like the Sherman going past here, they're actually destroyed by their own crew because they have to be abandoned because they run type of vehicles. And there's a whole family on the top, so the reality rails for a quick exchange video. I say quick, we're still talking about a number of hours. whole history of the they were fighting in French Indochina, as they were calling it at the time, the M2. They took the Chaffee tank. They had a surrounded air base with the M2, and they wanted to reinforce it. So a number of Chaffee tanks were just basically forced down to the Polish tower, pushed into motors and other aeroplanes and flown in to the side of the M2 and then reassembled to try and help the French defend the air base there. And